I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I am Dr. Joshua Kolawole with Valdymas College of Advanced Studies and Digital Transformation. This is a call to action for transforming our professional learning experience or professional development at Valdymas College. It's like presenting an alternate professional learning model to my leaders and colleagues and administrators at Valdymas College. Valdymas College is located in Africa. It prepares students who are post high school students for college. So the way it happens is they run the program with us at Valdymas College and they transition into 200 level in the university system. So we coach them, we tutor them between a year to 2 years, and then they transition into 200 level into whatever course they would like to study. So that is where we operate. And we also leverage digital platforms to build solutions and to train students across different digital courses, and professional courses. So, and that's to provide a background to what Valdymas College does. And then to go ahead to talk about my call to action, I would like to run a story about what the current state is, a new model for professional learning. I'll go and show that that's the alternative model, and then I integrated it with the Fink's three-column table and then the Duarte's presentation, especially aligning with the 5 key principles of effective professional learning. So my story serves as a past powerful narrative to inspire and motivate educators and leadership at Valdymas College to take action in implementing these alternate PL models, which embrace the 5 key principles of effective professional learning. At Valdymas College, I would like us to know that just a moment. I'm sharing again. At Valdymas College, we have an excellent leadership team, and we're thinking about the words of John Picota that says the world is now changing at a rate at which the basic systems, structures, and culture built over the past century cannot keep up with the demands placed on them. So, because of that, we know we have to break free from the traditional PL or PD model where we just organize lectures, presentations with minimal interaction. And in this scenario, we have to now create something more intentioned that will lead to transformation of both the minds of the educators and even the students. So in most cases, we notice teachers are really being disengaged. I'll talk a little more about it. And this impact on the outcomes of the students that we see even in our professional exams that we get to register students. So when we recognize this gap in leadership, and because of my training from the EDLD program, I understood that it's high time we needed to innovate. So because of that, this is my back end story to get you, my administrators, and my colleagues, teachers, to buy into this alternate PL model. Look at the lengthy presentations and minimal interaction we get to do in our annual and even by terminal PLs. Over time, I know we've had this informal discussion, and it's become clear that this model is ineffective. You guys are disengaged, and then there's really no practical application of what you learn in these programs as to how it's applied during your classwork. So we've spoken about this, that we needed something more motivating, more dynamic, more engaging because of this gap. So because of the success stories we've gotten from other institutions that we've interacted with and research studies we've done, we know it's time to transform and empower our educators. So our innovation is necessary to align with modern education and improve student outcome. So we decide to say we are moving from the sit and get to the go and show approach. This is definitely going to push us into a new model of life. Would have to embrace regular coaching session, interactive workshops, as against the initial passive learning we have. How do we do this? We know that we'd have to analyze feedback from educators, identify key areas of needs, and we use several tools. Organize planning sessions, implement several methods to ensure engagement. I'll be talking more about this as we progress. So the vision, to make the vision clear, is that because of our commitment to excellence at Valdymas College, the leadership has decided to adopt a bold vision to move away from the traditional model and embrace an alternate professional learning model grounded in the 5 key principles of effective professional learning. That's the vision. And to this dawn, we know that the vision is not just about change, it's about transformation. And I love to analyze the difference between change and transformation this way. Change means you're just altering things in the external circumstances. You may be altering something in the processes, in the way you do things around. But when you talk about transformation, you're actually altering the mindset of the people involved, such that it's that altered mindset that will now alter the culture. And then once the culture is altered, they will alter the processes. Once they alter the processes, that will lead to rearrangement of the structure. And then ultimately, the outcome will become big and transformational. So it's a process. It's going to take time. We understand that. But first thing, we know it's going to be content focused. We'll focus on the content, as especially with case studies as it applies to individual teachers or educators need. The second part is to incorporate active learning to ensure learning is hands-on, project-based, practical, collaborative problem solving. There are different simulations and role plays which will be meaningful and memorable for the educators. The third thing is collaboration, very strong on collaboration, where we create a professional learning community. We have some on our WhatsApp group. We're going to increase the engagement on the WhatsApp group, and then we ensure we share best practices and collective challenges. Now, number 4 is the use of effective models of effective practice, such as observation, case studies, video demonstrations, and provide concrete examples of successes. The fifth one is consistent coaching and expert support. This is like ensuring people are mentored properly, ensure there's regular feedback, there's guidance, and there's support, which enables them to continually refine their practices. The journey about implementing this transformative effort is will not be without its challenges. We're going to face some resistance to change. Some teachers will prefer to sit and get approach, I know, but with series of pilot programs and maybe success stories as they begin to emerge, I'm sure the teachers would start redefining their positions, and then there'll be a higher level of engagement, greater confidence, and then improved student outcome ultimately. So the transformation is more about the educators. I also want to know that there's no way we'd achieve this if we don't focus on these models: the active learning path, the job embedded kind of learning, as it were, the collaborative learning path, and the continuous reflection and feedback. So I always say this as I'm also a transformational leadership coach. So I always say this as a transformational leadership trainer, that we have to fundamentally relearn, rethink, and rebuild the way we see things, the way we do things, such that at motivation and ability level, at personal, social, and structural level, we're able to get everyone engaged to the point that they embrace the active learning. It's integrated into the way they work, the context of their actual work, and then it's collaborative, and then there's continuous reflection and feedback. So to do this, we know we have to schedule several coaching and mentoring sessions, organize several professional learning communities, an environment to discuss practices, challenges, and successes. We'd have to embrace several action researches, which we have trained our educators on developing action research, and then workshops with several follow-ups. So it won't just be a standalone workshop. There'll be ongoing support at implementation level. If we look at it from the Higher Things 3-column table, integrating the 5 key principles of effective professional development, we'll see how from the foundational knowledge, we are content focused. In terms of application, we have incorporated active learning. In terms of integration of effort, we have demonstrated collaborative support for all our educators. In terms of the human dimension, we have understood that we have to introduce models of effective practices, introduce participants to effective practice through observation, case case studies and video demonstration. And in terms of caring, we have also integrated coaching and expert support structure. And in terms of learning how to learn, we have created a principle of reflection, which will be a form of self-assessment, peer feedback, and reflective practice as a part of the learning process. Something synced with like assessment as learning as it goes. And aligning with the Duarte's presentation structure, we know the traditional model is the passive learning. So we're beginning to we've established what the current situation is, and we've now defined what the transformative situation would be. In terms of practical application, we've also tried to introduce alternative model. In terms of minimal collaboration, now we have contrasted that with stronger support structure for collaboration, which fosters an environment where participants work together, share best practices, and learn from one another. And one-time event as against continuous engagement sessions. And then the concept of isolated learning in the traditional model, now it's a coaching, expert support, integrated collaborative opportunity for continuous reflection and feedback, and that is more practical and that is more engaging and more integrated into the job. So it brings an excellent word. I want to thank you so much for listening. These are my references, and I hope that the leadership, the administrator, were embracing this and were seeing better reasons for this. And for us, if we have more questions, I would like us to raise them much later in our informal meetings, and then we'll be able to talk through them. Thank you so much, and bye.